Hey guys, Yarby here from South by Southwest with the Social Toolkit from someone you've already heard from. So let's talk with Mr. Scott Monty.
Hey, how are you?
Bow tie-less tonight, but we're still looking good, still looking dapper. We're here talking with Scott Monty about South by Southwest tools, apps, and all the fun stuff. We're at the Sprinklr Party right now.
I love it.
So Sprinklr is putting on a fantastic show. Scott, how are you doing tonight, man?
I am doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. Having a great time.
Excellent.
Good to see you tonight. So real quick, tell me about the #1 tool that you're using here at South by Southwest.
Text messaging.
That's
the only way to get around the clutter.
Simple.
Well, I've also got a group of, I guess about 50 to 75 people on GroupMe.
Okay, that's where I thought we were going.
You know, we warned each other beforehand. We're like, let's get on GroupMe. But frankly, the people that I want to see, that I've talked to personally, we're just texting back and forth. Where are you? You know, I'm on my way, blah, blah, blah. I'm not trusting Twitter. I'm certainly not trusting Meerkat at this point.
Not with the hammer Twitter threw down last night.
Hey, you know, this is what happens when it's third-party technology that you rely on. You know?
A big weekend like this one. So tell me, are you distributing any sort of content this weekend? And if you are, what tool are you using to do so?
I am consuming content this weekend. I'm actually sitting down with a couple of folks tomorrow, actually 4 people, doing some interviews for a new podcast that Shift is going to be launching fairly soon. So we're getting a bunch of interviews into can with C-level executives, and I've just got my digital recorder, grabbing some MP3s, and look for the Shift podcast. It's going to be called
Shift Podcast.
It's called what is it called? The Forward Slant.
The Forward
Progressive
Slant.
Views from business leaders from around the world.
So good. Now, apart from Meerkat, are you hearing about any other tools that are hot and up and coming?
No.
No.
I just got into
Meerkat's
South by tonight.
The only one.
Yeah, they're the one that everybody's talking about. You know, look, it's live stream technology. I don't know how long it's going to be around for. I mean, look, Seismic, Quick, what happened to those guys? We live in an on-demand society. I can't see live video really being all that important.
I mean,
and especially when you've got all these Meerkat links in Twitter now that you go back and look at that you missed. Right, because Twitter has their while you were away function.
They can't live there.
So you go back and you look at them and you go, well, there's nothing there.
What do I do now?
So Meerkat, build an archive app or an archival system so people can actually view the stuff that they actually missed.
Meerkat, if you're listening, build it. All right. So this weekend, you are communicating with your team through GroupMe.
Yes.
You are not really using Meerkat because there's not much going on there.
I'm laughing all the way to the bank watching people use Meerkat.
If there's one technology thing that you're keeping your devices charged with, what is it? I just bought a Mophie. We'll just say that.
Mophie's great. I've seen the Mophie dog running around.
Is that not the most brilliant thing? Get that.
This is my little cylinder battery here. Right, you can charge it and you can suck the charge from it with your USB port there. Simple,
Perfect.
And I can put it in my pocket. It doesn't ruin the lines of this finely tailored suit.
This is a good looking jacket.
Thank you, sir.
That. We know some fashion. So last question.
Yes, sir.
How are you communicating, how are you distributing content while you're here? What are you using to distribute content?
I'm not. Again, I'm just kind of consuming content and saving it for later. On-demand world. Nobody cares what I have to say during this cacophonous event. People are too busy drinking. You know, they're not paying attention to tweets or stuff like that. So
perfect. So tell us how we can find you, follow you, and consume what you're going to post after.
You can find Shift Communications at shiftcom.com. We have a blog. We have a wonderful award-winning a weekly newsletter called Shift Happens.
Yes.
You can find me at scottmonty.com and Scott Monty on Twitter, Facebook, all the usuals.
Perfect. Now, I've become a big fan of your Sherlock stuff that you're doing. So tell us a little bit about how we can find that.
I hear of Sherlock everywhere. The first podcast for Sherlock Holmes devotees where it's always 1895. It's a website, it's a podcast. We actually just released our 75th episode today of our monthly show, and we're covering news and information about Sherlock Holmes and popular culture at I Hear of Sherlock. And you can find I Hear of Sherlock at all of the social networks by that handle.
And it's a lot of fun, and they actually broke some news recently about Sherlock Holmes. and the past history. So you should probably go check it out and figure out what's going on with I Hear of Sherlock Holmes.
I love it.
I'm Yarby. This is Scott Monty. You probably know him more than you know me. We love Scott. So this is the Social Toolkit from South by Southwest. Woo! We'll see you soon. Goodbye.